This week I experimented with trying on clothes virtually, and let's just say the results were interesting, as you'll see shortly. But thankfully my dive into virtual try-on wasn't a huge waste of time. I found a really cool tool with really great quality outputs, and even better, you can use it right now for free. Now quickly, before we jump in, trying on things virtually isn't anything new. You might have dabbled in trying on glasses, for example, to see which ones suit your face before you actually order them. Now, there's also a lot of online sites out there that allow you to try things like makeup and jewelry and more. But clothes is something where technology really struggled with, and that's what we're looking at today. So previously, companies relied on few approaches. So some of the more common ones had you pick a preset model that was close to your size as possible. It could then use that model to show you what the clothes would look like. While another method companies tried, which was a bit more advanced, was guiding you through taking a photo of yourself, and it would superimpose the clothes on top of you. So you kind of get a sense of how you look with it, which worked great and it was fine up until now, but technology has advanced so much that actually we can do even better, and that's where Kling AI comes in. So to access Kling AI, simply go to your browser, type in klingai.com, then log in, click on AI images on the left, and then AI virtual try-on. Now you'll select AI outfit, and then you'll need to click upload and select the model of yourself. So this is a frontal image of yourself. Make sure it's quite clear, good resolution, something from your phone or camera should be more than adequate. Then click on the garment, upload that. It will then allow you to choose how many outputs you want. I'll just say do one. I've just done two here for testing, but generally what I found is when I do two outputs, they're very similar, as you'll see shortly. They came up pretty much identical, so there's no point wasting extra credits on that. The generation right now is actually quite quick, so this is all in real time. I've not sped anything up. It's going to generate two images, and then we can do a few things with them as well. So as you can see, it did a really good job. It added a white shirt for me, which is fine, an undershirt. And then what you can do is you can do it as a reference or bring to life. Bring to life is really cool because what it'll do is it'll take you to its image to video. And from here, you could generate a video if you would like to. And that's a long process depending on how many credits you have, and if you're a member. If you're not like me, it can take upwards of 3 hours. And here's some of the results that you might have seen earlier around Kling AI. So the first one is a dark shirt. Now this is really good. It is a little bit pixelated, but again, it's got the style, it's got the fit, it looks really good, to be fair. This is probably one of the better outputs that I found. Next, we'll jump onto a jumper. So this one I thought would be a little bit more tricky, but it did really well. It likes to have undershirts, but that's fine. So a white undershirt, you'll see that in a few of these other photos. Then we jump onto a coat. Now, it didn't keep my blue jumper that I had underneath my jacket in the original photo. It just, again, did a white undershirt, which is fine. But the jacket moved my arms a bit. Again, this is probably the better quality output that I got out of all of them. Next, we'll move on to some bottoms. So this one is the jeans. Now, again, I don't think they fit me in this photo, but it did a really good job of actually adhering to my body type, and it kept everything else the same. So actually, this is really good. So while the jeans themselves don't really look great on me, I think honestly the actual output is really good. And then lastly, I tried multi-garments. So this is where you can do tops and bottoms at the same time. I think this one turned out really well. So this is probably what I should have worn when I was hiking here. It's a bit more, I guess, rugged, but yeah, this is, again, white undershirt, and there's another generation which I liked, which had the jacket zipped up. And one last really cool feature about using Kling AI is the fact that you can use your images that you generate and turn them into videos, so you can kind of get a little try on, and this is really cool and actually quite interesting to send to friends and family as well, just kind of get their opinion. Again, I don't really use it, but it's there if you ever want to. And before we jump off, I want to talk about improving diffusion models, authentic virtual try-on in the wild, essentially short term for IDM-VTON. And this is essentially a open source model that you can use and try yourself. You can try on Hugging Face, and you can actually upload your garment, upload your model like yourself, and it does a generation similar to Kling AI. Now, unfortunately, it's not as good as Kling AI, but give it a go because some of the actual outputs that I had weren't too bad. But what we'll do is I'll quickly give you a bit of a comparison between what it produced and what Kling AI, and you can actually tell yourself. And so here's the comparison between Kling AI and VTON, which I think is the runner-up model out of all the ones I've tried. I've tried quite a few, and they are actually worse than this. Now, it's done an alright job. It's got all proportions correctly, but the color's a bit off, and it just doesn't look as natural as the one from Kling AI. Then when we switch over to the jumper, again, the Kling AI just is leagues ahead in terms of the quality of the output. And yeah, I don't think I'll use VTON in this state at the moment, but again, it's free, it's on Hugging Face if you like to go and check it out. I would say upload your image, your model, and your garment to both of them and just see kind of the results you get out both. And lastly, before I go, what I do want to touch on is data privacy. So any photo that you upload to Kling AI, I think they can actually train the model on your AI, your own image. So just be careful if you don't really want to do that. I'll steer clear of Kling AI. Otherwise, give it a go. It's free. You get so many credits per month, so you can continuously use that. It's a really cool tool. I can't wait to see what 2025 brings. And if there's anything, any of the links that we discussed in this video will be down in the description below. And if there's anything that you want me to look at or you want me to explore further, comment down below as well.